All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect 2 inside of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Walter Shepard. We are on the coattails of an incredible mission that I want to make sure you guys don't miss. So if you're just stumbling back on this video after missing the last few episodes, I highly recommend that you go back. They were incredible. They had a lot to do with the Shadow Broker, and I was immersed the entire way through. It ended up spanning about 4 episodes. Cannot recommend it enough. Now, we are in the later half of the game where we start to do more loyalty missions for our crew. And there was one crew member in particular that I noticed we haven't spent too much time with. Jacob over here does have a personal matter on his mind. It has been brought up to our attention. And because we've kind of had him on the sidelines for so long, let's bring him back into the limelight.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Hey, what's on your mind, Jacob?
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
Oh, I should mention. We've started another Twitch exclusive playthrough of the first game. I'm going to try to stream every day in July. We're streaming this live right now as well. But I made Walter Shepard, which is the Fem Shepherd in Mass Effect 1, who picks all of the negative choices all the time just to see what all of the renegade options are about on the hardest difficulty. And I have to make sure that that personality doesn't bleed over here. We need to say focus on the Walter Shepard persona. Hey, what's up, Jacob?
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
But you want to check it out. Obviously, I would want to check it out too.
You'd like us to go take a look at the wreck? See if it's legit?
If the coordinates aren't too far out of our way, I could at least verify the wreck. Who knows, maybe there is actually someone out there. I want to also mention that I don't make a habit of looking for random SOS signals. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Is that significant? Is there a possible Cerberus connection?
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operation stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
All right, well, let's go have a look at it, my dude.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Let's see if we can find that crashed ship.
Distress. MSV Hugo.
Oh, I was extremely close. Holy crap!
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW46100340.
So the description for this mission is 10 years ago, Jacob's father disappeared along with Hugo Gernsback, the privately held frigate on which he served as the first officer. Last week, the ship's beacon sent out a distress call reporting a crash on the planet Aya. Jacob would like to investigate.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Okay, we'll definitely take a look. This is a nice tropical environment.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
We just kind of had our guns out right away. Is that a
Looks like it
VI?
was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
We'll listen to the Officer log.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what they did before the bruises show. More crew logs inside. A doctor's log?
She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
What the fuck?
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
I have to say, none of these logs have been particularly optimistic about the situation here.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology.
Rapidly neural
From the look of it,
decay?
this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
What can you tell me about the local food? What was it doing?
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Cumulative would mean that the effects may start in a week of ingestion, but as the person continues to eat, they kind of ramp up. They get worse and worse and worse. What were the emergency command protocols?
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
All right. The unsafe deceleration is clearly the crash, but maybe he has some more information about it.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
I like how it talks about the investment first.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Yeah, maybe he's eating the
for
food.
a decade seems unlikely.
I agree. Well, there's some cargo over here. Also, that's a person's head. Hey, sniping in Mass Effect 1 starting to pay off. Hello? Are you jumping out?
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come.
From the sky?
Wait for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
My star? Maybe we can snap her out of this. Straight up, soldier. What's your name and rank?
Who are you? What was your rank on the Gernsback?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe.
Oh, get down, get down.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Trouble ahead!
Agents of the liar. All right, so in between episodes, I decided to respec Wattashep just a little bit. Mainly freeing up points so I could get the attack drone. This is the level 4 ball that we can now send out on our adversaries. We chose, I can show you really fast. We chose the option that gives us, when upgraded, the combat drone has an electric shock that damages its target's health, armor, and biotic barriers. The other option was to have it explode when its time ran out. Now, all of these things that we're doing increase its duration. The whole way down the line, we're increasing its duration. So I thought the explosion at the end of its lifespan might be cool, but in reality, it took way too long and did no damage. I tested it out. So here we are with the attack ball. Let's send it in and see how much damage it actually does. The ball just killed the feral hunter. We'll send in another one. Look at this guy's health. This.
My shields are down.
Ow, ow, ow. Excuse me? Okay, at least we're right back at the beginning of the fight. All right, so we'll take these guys a little more seriously. Let's make sure incendiary ammo is always on. Let's put Jacob's pull onto our bar, and we can put Miranda's warp onto our bar as well. To get these guys out of cover, let's send in the ball first. Oh my goodness gracious, we were indeed flanked. Heavy pistol is ready to go. Send in the ball. I mean, its attack doesn't seem that great. I think we should just think of the ball as quite simply an aggro exchange from us to someone else. You guys doing okay? Is Jacob all right? I don't even see Jacob. We still do have our freeze, and none of these guys have any shields to speak of whatsoever. So let's start taking advantage of that a little bit. Ooh, missed a shot there. You okay, Jacob? Did that hit ball? Oh my god. I did see that there was
neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
I agree, something is very wrong. There is an option to make the freeze more of an AoE thing rather than a single target thing like we kind of have it right now. We might start working towards that.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
So they have neural decay and referred to...
Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Does look like a settlement, yeah. I mean, they talk about the sky and our star coming down. So clearly neural decay is setting in, but they're still able to strip mechs and build a camp. I suppose they could have built this camp relatively early on in the cognitive loss process. Hello, me Wattashep.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
Except they're all female. I didn't notice that. Am I allowed to say it if I don't notice? I'm going to say it.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Is this something you did, Jacob?
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked, my dude.
Your captain demands obedience. Weapons
Hello?
forbidden.
PDA there as well. Your captain demands obedience. Let's pull the one in the back. Shock. Actually, let's just freeze him. Freeze the one in the front. Get behind cover. Freeze again.
Captain demands obedience. Weapons are forbidden.
Obedience, you got it. I'm obeying.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Oh, ouch.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him.
Oh, this is the doctor. We heard one of her logs. So was her name Susan?
You have his face, but you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
We're waiting seems pretty rude. What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Sounds like he cracked. That doesn't explain 10 years. Harsh but defendable. I mean, they were trying to look for a solution, it sounds like, but I don't think it would have taken 10 years. I feel like they may have started out with good intentions, making a very difficult decision. But 10 years?
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets.
What the
and
fuck?
After the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Oh, God. Does it say anything about how to treat the neural decay?
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Do you recognize any of the other officers?
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe.
Yeah.
All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does this make any sense at all to you?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Yeah, I agree, dude. So how do we get to the other side of the... Inactive mech set to explode. Okay. How big of an explosion are we talking? It's a pretty small mech. It shouldn't be that bad, right? Let me just, set it and back away. 5-second warning. That's not a lot of time. Oh, yeah, it was nothing. Miranda took a little damage, but her shields barely felt it.
Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
Hey.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Your dad's Travis Willingham? That's awesome. Why didn't you say that? We would have come here much faster.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Oh, God. Okay.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude. Hey, does he not have control of these robots?
Here we go.
Is that what's happening? Or maybe that's what he wants us to think, you know?
I've got him!
Good pass, Jacob! Oh my God. He did just say he had no choice.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
I don't know. What if he's being honest? One more freeze in the back. Oh my god, they keep coming. I'm just gonna keep trying to crowd control these guys as they move up. Unfortunately, my overload is not very strong, which would be the best option versus these guys if it had a little bit more stopping power. More approaching from the left. We'll freeze that as well. Ooh, spare parts. Don't mind if I do. Yo, how many are there? Seriously. Whoa! How do you charge all these robots? If the beacon needs maintenance after a month, how often do these guys need maintenance? Hey, Jacob, you're doing great. Just keep their attention on you, my dude. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Just keep it up. Oh, shit. I thought I was out of ammo. Just needed to reload. We're okay. Let's swap over to the semi-auto pistol. The 3-shot burst pistol. Were they close enough for a double freeze? Nope. Oh, God, there's more. Yes, go sleep.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
And if there are this many robots, I mean, I guess they could have scrapped others in other areas, but I'm surprised we only saw one disassembled robot on the way over here. If he really has this many. Maybe all the dead bodies were the reason we didn't see more.
Hostile forces have engaged.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Are you sure? You can't just turn these off.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Ooh. Anything in that, or does it just explode? These are brainwashed guards. He literally is throwing people away. What the fuck? Okay, I don't want to stand this close to this container. Jacob, get back.
Affirmative.
Jacob, get back. Jacob, get back. Jacob, I don't know how to tell you to get back anymore. Was that a rocket or an incendiary round? Freeze. All right, let's start with an overload. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. We'll distract this thing with a ball and see how it goes. Our weapon does do a pretty decent job of shredding through shields as long as we can keep his attention off of us. The ball is continuously being replaced. I'm falling back. One more ball. All right, now we're swapping over to fire damage instead of electricity. Ooh. Almost. Hey guys, watch out. What kind of gun is he using? A Geth plasma shotgun. Does warp help out at all? Effective against armor and biotic barriers. We'll start spamming out warp 2. If they live through it, that is. Miranda is down. We can heal her in a moment. Still on cooldown. Hey, I'll just bring his attention over here. The selfless commander thing to do. Maybe your dad could learn something, Jacob. I did fully respec out of AI hacking in this game. I didn't think it was very fun. Usually it was better to just kill the target. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Is it dead? Wow, they're still humans. I could have actually hacked it. Unfortunate. Hey, buddy. Oh, we got someone with shields over here, boys. Double overload into a pull. Get out of here! Go into space! Come on.
Hunters take us, but we fight.
What a smooth landing, actually.
I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
It was pretty nice of you to let that guy down gently, Jacob.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
You don't even know your own son? I mean, I guess I did know that. You did say you weren't around enough. One thing, I don't normally break immersion in this game. Just let it sink in that if I'm correct, this is the same voice actor as Gazlo. Just let that sink in. The range. Woo! So, I'm Walter Shepard, and you know Jacob already.
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No, not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
You're touching. I don't think I'm buying it, dude. I don't think I'm buying any of this.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew.
Yep.
You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down.
No.
As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable.
I misheard
Some of them
him.
seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Okay. I was wrong. I knew I recognized him. That's Lee from The Walking Dead. Oh. Oh, Lee. Oh. Okay. Oh, well, is the gathering crew in this area a good or a bad sign? Is he gonna start to turn them against us? I mean, I know this is his dad and everything, but I feel like there's more important things to talk about right now.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers.
That's so fucked.
Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
Okay, so why'd you kill all of the other officers within a week?
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
We can undo the damage. You'll answer for this, or tempting but taken too far. I don't think any of this is tempting. Talk to your son.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
All right, my guy. I got bad news for you. I seriously want to take you in and charge you for some fucking crimes. I don't exactly know what crimes yet, but I'm gonna think of some on the way back.
There's no way I'm letting this slide, Taylor. A price will be paid.
How much? What kind of math can balance these lives? His life isn't worth pulling the damn trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
You can't escape the law now, my dude.
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
What's going on with these dudes? Were they gonna jump him if I picked another choice? Miranda had a pistol aimed at them, keeping it back. Ghost of the Father was the achievement that we unlocked. I'm sure Jacob has a few more choice words.
Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Good job. Proud of you.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Hey, I'm here too.
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
But you knew about it?
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did. But I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Huh. I did not see that coming. And I just happened to bring you on that mission, huh? And you didn't say anything the entire time? To help or to mess with him?
Was this supposed to be a favor? Or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You all right, my dude?
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Are you surprised about Miranda? I was fucking surprised.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Oh. Am I a better man than you?
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome, man.
Anytime, Jacob.